So, I mean, Chihuahuas live a long time usually, but not that long. Because you're well, I mean, maybe. I mean, he's already like 7 or 8 years old.
700 years.
Yeah.
No, 1000 years.
1000. I think you have to go back downstairs for some more homeschooling.
What?
1000's not a number. 1000 would be 1000.
Well, only if 1000 was real. That's how it was like
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna fill up here, and I'll be putzing around. I'm imagining by the time this trailer is full, I keep rolling off the path here. I'm gonna stop. 10 million years. We got to check on that other tractor or the other harvester because he's probably getting full. All right, so our harvester is calling me over. Now, interestingly, this one works, but the potato harvester doesn't work automatically. You have to get in it and actually unload it manually. So there goes the sugar beets. So there's another bug for you. This one works, but the potato one doesn't. What are you going to do? Loading up the beets. Sugar beets. Yep. Now these fill of trailer are pretty quick. You can see that I'm already almost 50% full from one stoppage. Actually, I'm over now. So you can't carry two full loads with this thing. It's crazy. It's a lot. They're big. You know, just like the potatoes, they're big. Okay, he's spilling them out all over the ground. That's great. Yeah, this thing is already, I'm full tilt here, and I'm barely getting up to 16 miles an hour. Right now I'm at 19. You can see how slowly I'm accelerating, and I'm only half full. This is a big burden on this guy. He really can't. I wish I could get a bigger horsepower trailer. Now, I could use one of those semi-rigs. The semi-trucks can actually pull these trailers, but the modded ones. But dang. All right, so let's get in here. Yeah, this is crazy. This is going to be a lot of wheat. A lot of Wheaties. I shall cover it, Evelyn. I shall cover it for you.
What? You.
For you.
For you.
I'm going to fill this thing up the rest of the way and take it on back to the barn. No reason to hang around. Evelyn's over here next to me going crazy because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and she's still awake. You need to go to bed, Evelyn.
No.
It's too late. It's sleepy time. I'm sleepy. All right. Like this, I'm losing speed here. Come on, pick up the pace there, Chuck. It's hard to do this when it gets heavy, man.
Right
A
there.
loose cow. Going where he shouldn't go. No loose cows. And so we are taking the baggage train to over to our farm, and you can see here I made it up that hill. It's not too bad. That's the only hill I have to really get up with the full train. So once we get to our farm, though, that's another story. And down that hill right there, and that's a little scary. It's kind of steep. No, I won't let it. I drive it slow down the hill. All right. That's the top speed right there. The nice thing about these tractors is they gear down nicely. Oh, I'm not letting go. We're at the bottom, so we made it. I'm going to hug that wall right there. Boop, boop. tractor train has arrived. I suppose I could. Nah, I'm not gonna put another trailer on because this is about the max limit that this thing can pull.
Get it bigger.
That's the biggest one that'll connect to him. I tried, believe me. Yes, I am. All right, we'll see you back at the field. All right, so we're headed back. We've dumped off all the 62,000 kilos of wheat and kilos. I usually turn it into the wood place. And today we learned how to use the jipper. Over to the right. Bless you. Alright, stop fake coughing. It took me so long to get over there with all the stuff this guy's been waiting. Yep, you're fired. Yeah. All right, so I've dumped the first load of 61,000 pounds of sugar beets, and we're on the way to pick up the. Unfortunately, sugar beets aren't worth as much as some of the other crops, but they're easy to plant, and it's an easy maintain down here for me to have these crops going on, whilst all the other ones are elsewhere. I just wish it was a little closer, but at least this truck makes life a little bit easier. I need 100 pairs. Just for Cha. Alright. I'm not cuckoo head. You're a cuckoo head. And we're done, and we're going to dump off and move over to the next field. Oh, that's right. This one's the pipe out. Boop, boop. I'm dumping off the sugar beets in this little truck. Because I like to go back and forth. Oh, honey, honey, neat, 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 neat. Whoa. Sugar beet delivery successful. Alright, so let's go and start the harvester over here. Second field. All right, see you in a little bit. Man, that harvester doesn't get far before he has to unload, but you know what? We're almost done with this field. That's the one nice thing about that 45-foot header, man. It really eats the field up pretty quick. So, sweet. Oh, I can barely get up this hill. Ooh. There we go. Now we're picking up speed. Man, this thing is full, and I am really struggling to get up the hills. There we go. Now we're going to pick up some speed. I'm going to turn my cruise control down a little bit, though. I'm going to keep it around 18. Yeah. It's a dangerous proposition pulling a train this big. Kind of fun, though. I like a challenge. I like a road train challenge. Pretty sweet. Yeah, this road train stuff is fun. I like it. Cool beans. Nah. I'm pretty happy being here and being safe. You can see here going up this hill, man, I can manage 6 miles per hour. That's it. Once we get over the top, though, we'll start picking up speed. Yeah, there we go. We got over the crest. But that is a lot of weight, but it's cool. It can pull it, so no sweating. I'm full up here, so this is about as heavy as it gets. Roger that. We are at Wichita in Kansas. It's a cool scene there. It does look like Kansas. This hilly farmland. I know Kansas is mostly flat, but there are parts that look just like this. My brother-in-law lived out there, and we used to go out to visit, and we drive around and around Lenexa and Kansas City and Wichita, and one time we went to Lawrence, and it really looks just like this. It's very what was the name of the city that they were from? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the name. There's a little town that my wife's grandparents lived in. I can't think of the name now, but It looked just like this. So anyway, just thought I'd share. Okay, so I guess the name of the city is Quinimo. I would not have guessed that in a million years.
What is Quinimo?
I don't know. It's just the name. It's probably an Indian name. But it did look just like this. But boy, I remember it was hot. That's the one thing I was surprised about. We went out there, and you know, I'm from Ohio, and it gets warm here, but they were like, I think we visited one time for 2 weeks, and it was over 105 degrees for the entire 2 weeks we were there. And they were like, oh yeah, that's normal for summer. And I was like, what? I didn't realize it got so hot out there. It's like desert hot, you know.
I'm sweating.
Come on, why isn't he dumping? Yeah, it's like, is that trailer full? Oh, I guess that trailer's full. Duh. Be a poopy head? You're like, no. I said funny head. Now look, he's gonna miss a line. Look how far forward he's rolled. See how that crop he's gonna miss? Interesting. That's a bug. A bug faux show. I'm gonna back him up so he gets all of it. He'll slide forward again, but there he goes. He's empty. And we're gonna press H, and off we go. Yeah, they do kind of suck. Sucky workers. Alright, so we gotta go empty this guy out. And then I have the radish harvesters should be done, and at the end of his run pretty soon here, he'll be full up. So we need to run down there, and I gotta take the truck back and empty him out because the truck is at my farm still, dumping off. Not radishes, but sweet beets. I always call them radishes, but they're sweet beets. I think they're sweet potatoes, like I said. I don't think they're actually... I don't know if in Europe they call them something different than we do, but I've never heard of a sweet beet before until this game. So I could be wrong, but I think that they're actually referring to sweet potatoes. Whoops. See, I hate that cruise control thing, man. I stalled myself out on the hill. Oops. Man, that was 3 wheat runs, I think, or 4 maybe. I'm going to have a lot of wheat. There's going to be a lot of wheat in there. It's going to be a while. Since the sale was yesterday, though, it's probably going to be a while before wheat goes on sale. So it's mostly just going to sit there. That's a lot of wheat. I'm thinking 100 or 240 or maybe 350 kilos before all said and done, kilograms. I've got another field to do, so I mean it's going to be a bunch of wheat. I did get some comments about the Krone Big X harvester. I had bought one and not knowing what it was for. It's actually a way to make silage, I guess, but you can use any kind of crop to do it. So if you do corn, the one guy suggested I plant both these fields with corn and see how much silage I get. He said it's pretty impressive how much silage comes out of the Krone. So I will have to try that sometime very soon, once I have my funds back up again after maybe the next big sale or something, you know. But I do want to buy that at some point and get that. Oh, my Duthfar is looking a little ratty. This guy rolled over a couple times in it. It's really mucky muck. Alright, emptying this guy out. We're on the second field now. Things are moving along nicely. Nice miss. It's so hard to get that right. Just dumping half of it out into the field. That's not what I wanted. Try that again. He's going to fill it right away. So, whoa! Crash. The radish harvest is done. I'll show you what I usually do with that, because sometimes there's more than, instead of driving back and forth a million times, I just bring it up later. There we go. We'll let him unload. It's time to put the harvester away. Before I fold it all up, I'm going to clean it. It got all muddy out there in the field. Like a pig rolling in mud. Cool.
That was cool.
Dirtier than it looks. Look how cool that is. I love the way these things fold up. It folds into a neat little square. Alright. Whoops. Oh, that was the truck I wanted. It's so hard to get around now that I got so many trucks. Ugh. So the Sweet Bee truck is 30% full. And I'm just going to put the cover on them. And I'll bring that up with the next harvest. Or if there's a sale, I'll bring it up because I'm going to be using this truck to deliver anyway. So I just keep the truck covered. It keeps the crops good. And I store it over here in my warehouse until the next harvest. Because it's not worth making that extra trip back and forth just for like a 36% full trailer. If it was like 80% or something, I would do it. But it's only 30%. No big deal. No, not necessary. Let us clean our truck and put it away for the night. Actually, it stayed pretty clean, yeah. Oh, there's sweet beets sticking through the edge.
But driving along all day.
I don't know. I didn't go too far, just 2 trips to the farm, so. All right, so that's it for the sweet beet harvest. And I think our wheat harvest is almost done. Oops. Our other crops, are still growing. So, but this crop is almost done also. Nope, I let you do all the eggs, Purdy. I know you like doing them, so I don't pick them up until you show up. That way you can deliver them. Yep. I know it's one chore you like doing, so. I know you like to mow the lawn, and I know you like to do that. Cool beans. I wonder if there's a max capacity. I'm probably going to find out what it is, because I've put over 200,000 kilograms of corn or of wheat in my silo. I don't know, maybe there is no max limit, but put an awful lot of stuff in there. According to my map, the other crops are starting to get close to me. The corn is ready. And so once this wheat's done, I'm going to move over there and start doing corn. And these other fields are getting ready too.
What letter is that?
I guess I could actually start moving the harvesters over to the cornfield. That was one of the things that I wanted to do. So we're going to bring their headers with them, but they're not going to be using them. So the New Holland, I make it run north-south or east-west. And then the case I run east-west. And I do that because this field is so huge that it's huge. It's easier to kind of manage them if they're running opposite directions and not getting close to each other. So I'm going to park that right there. Let's see. And hopefully it will stay because it's going to roll back down the hill. And we're going to unfold this bad boy. Boop, boop. It's like a giant lobster. A giant crustacean. I'm going to hire a worker. You're hired. Oops, I have to unfold it first. Whoops, no, I don't want to do that. What am I doing? Oh, good God. Come on, press the right button. Alright, and then I got to unfold this too, I forgot. Do both. And then we can hire a worker. There he goes. And we need to run down and get the other one.
Can we go faster?
Yep, we're going to double harvest.
Holy crap.
I'm just a harvesting fool. Well, no, they won't. And they fill up with corn a lot, so they get pretty full pretty fast.
Does it crash into each other?
Well, it could happen. I've never had it happen, though, but it could. I mean, you're right. Start unfolding this guy, because now I remember that I have to unfold these. Now this one has a larger corn header than the New Holland, which is interesting. They both have the same size wheat header, but the case has a larger corn header. And you'll see that come out here. Look at the size of that huge honking thing. Beep beep. Alright. So let's get this party started. Alright, hire a worker. And off he goes on his errand. So that's the way we do it. Put them both to work. And then this guy should be almost done. Which I am going to send this harvester over to the barley field and have him work over there. So, because that's right there. You can see the barley field right here. So this guy works 3 fields. And that'll take some pressure off the other guys. I guess that first trailer is full. I didn't realize that. Okay. Well, we'll cover it. Ho, ha, ha. Ho, 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 ha, ha, ha. The protein bar? That's pretty good. They hide it with cinnamon.
But cinnamon's not good.
No, cinnamon's not bad for you. It's the sugar, cinnamon sugar, that's not good for you. It's sugar
I'm not.
mixed with cinnamon.
Old.
Well, you probably should go to bed, P. It's pretty late.
Not so.